Trade deadline day, Ed, a couple trades. Old-timers skating behind us, none of them have been traded, but what do we think? Goodbranson to the Penguins, and Dahlin apparently asked out, moved to the Sharks for a prospect that most of us haven't heard of.
Yeah, well, not the trade people were expecting,
No.
I don't think. I think there will be joy in the land that they finally cut themselves free from Eric Goodbranson. Great guy, he added a lot of elements this team needed, but he was such a liability in his own end. And for them to go for it, I think they just had to cut bait there and move on. If Tanner Pearson is the guy who played on that 70 lines with LA 2-3 years ago, it's a big win for the organization. It troubles me that two teams have given up on him this year, and for Eric Goodbranson. Now the Jonathan Dahlin trade, I'm sorry, is just a complete head scratcher for me, but we can get into that.
Well, the Pearson thing, just to quickly touch on him, yeah, I mean, averaged 18 goals the previous 3 seasons, and this year, you know, his touch evaporated in LA, and then Pittsburgh playing third line minutes didn't get up too much. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a upside trade, nice trade. That's a good one. But the Dahlin trade is a head scratcher. Dahlin obviously was a big pickup a couple years ago, getting him for Alex Burrows. And people in Ottawa were furious that they'd given up on Dahlin, and he came in here. Finally, he came over to North America this year. You know, tore up with Timrå last year and led them to promotion in the Swedish Hockey League. But apparently, he wasn't happy with how things were going. He wasn't looking great from by all accounts in Utica.
Yeah, there was a disconnect between the player and the organization that goes back to when he got injured at the beginning of last year, and instead of going to the American League, he decided to go back to Sweden and play for Timrå. He has this storybook season. Dude is a cult hero in Sweden, and he is a big-time hero in Timrå with that team. He's a legend there. For them to give up on him in 1 year, I mean, I've got kind of a couple of images burned in my head, and one of them is him playing with Utica in the AHL playoffs and not looking at all out of place. And that season, and then also seeing him at the prospects camp this year, and I understand it's a little different level of competition, but he was magic with Elias Peterson. There was undeniable chemistry between those two. So this isn't a positive move for the organization, for them to rid themselves of a prospect of this level. Was he a surefire thing? No, not 100% no, but he was a guy you'd want to take a little longer before you're forming an opinion on him.
How do you think it fits in the end with the dialogue we've been having with Utica? Sure, they've graduated a few players here and there, but there hasn't been an overall sort of fire hose flow of new prospects coming through. And here's one of the better ones that has come along in a while, and he's saying, I'm not happy with how I'm feeling in Utica. Clearly didn't jive with the coaching staff. Jim Benning obviously said, hey, I'm happy with how things are going. And of course he's going to say that, but what did you make of all that?
I think it lends credence to those criticisms that are aimed at Utica. I think, for a lot, it's kind of selective in some cases. This guy hasn't developed, that guy hasn't developed. But there's an overall picture that is starting to emerge that is a little bit troubling. And the best way to do that, of course, would be to start sending players like Cole Wood, like Joe Nagajic, which, all Canucks fans know who they are. Yeah. They just haven't started to arriving. And, when the guys we see are kind of like Ashton Sautner, who's a really good minor leaguer and has done a nice job filling in, but they want a guy who's going to step in and play at the NHL and contribute at the NHL level, and I haven't seen that guy from Utica yet.
That's, Sautner could be a 6, 5, 6, that's fine. No. But really, we know we can look at the Canucks roster and see they don't have any 1s or 2s on the way. I mean, Quinn Hughes might be the guy. He's coming straight from Michigan. Levy was playing well, but obviously got hurt, and we don't know where he's going to be in the future. Anyway, folks, that's it for trade deadline day today. Lots coming at theprovince.com and vancouversun.com.